In this lecture, we want to continue working on our small project that basically uploaded a package to Amazon S3. And what I want to mention in this lecture is something that is called filters. And I just show you the list of existing filters on Octopus Deploy's website. Filters are very handy because they can make things a lot easier when you use Octopus Deploy. So one example, if I want to go to Amazon S3 and say that in my S3 bucket, the last bit is always the name of environment, I will have a small problem to fix because right now I have Octopus Deploy copy demo prod. I can create this as dev, for example. So this bucket is for my dev environment. So the problem is that if I want to pass the name of the environment, my environments in Octopus Deploy begin with a capital D and capital P, whereas S3 is case sensitive. So if I say demo-dev with capital D, that bucket will not be found and I will get an error. Likewise, if I say deploy to prod environment, this will be demo-prod with capital P, and then again S3 bucket is case sensitive, so I will have a problem. In these cases, you can use filters to make changes to a piece of string. For example, these to lower and to upper are very useful. I normally use to lower. So with the application of to lower filter, we can say always change all the characters in an existing string to lowercase. And the way we apply it is that where you have your projects, we can find it and we can go to the process, edit the step that copies the package to S3. And you know that the bucket was in here. So for this, we need to replace this with the name of the environment. And you know that in order to use a variable, if it's a system variable, we can click on this icon and say octopus.environment.name. So this is the name of the environment. However, as I said, my environment names begin with a capital P or capital D. So I can say filter to lower, and this will turn the environment name to all lowercase, and I can click on save. Now if I create a new release, click on save, if I deploy to dev, then the file should go to the bucket that has -dev at the end, and when I deploy to prod, it should go to the bucket that has -prod at the end. And the uppercase P or uppercase D should not be a problem. So the deployment is done. If I go to demo-dev, I have a zip file. If I go to demo-p, I have a zip file. Without having this to lower, I would have to hard code the name of the environment. Likewise, you can convert a binary to base64. You can HTML escape or XML escape. You can JSON escape. You can use nowDate, which is the date in your server's time zone, or nowDate UTC. This gives you the date in UTC format. You can replace one string with another string. These are very similar to .NET functions. If you know C#, these are very similar to C# functions. So there are not many of them, but the ones that exist, they are very useful for manipulating the values of different things, especially variables and environment names within your project, just like what we did here. I hope that you like this. I think you have learned enough to create complicated projects and deploy to different environments. Let's talk about the user management and security in the next lecture.